So I freed up some space on my phone to make this video tonight. This kind of counts as a spiritual video, a hair video, a face do-over video. It's a video. Today I I woke up, when I get into a mood, sometimes I like to watch a little TV, so I started watching the In the Heat of the Night series over again. And so I was sitting there watching one of those this morning, sipping my morning coffee. Then I said I'm going to meditate for 15 minutes, and I did that, and then I started work on my care plan for nursing school, and my mood started taking a dive, and I just got into like this really funky negative headspace, driven by the pressure on myself to have a perfect care plan, and driven by my appearance, and driven by, I didn't know at the time, but the time of the month is imminent. I didn't realize that. I should have known. Anyhow, that drive up to school was brutal. And I'm a person that I don't like to do distracted driving, but I know when I start getting distracted by my phone behind the wheel, I have something going on upstairs. Well, part of the fact was that I had to go to the doctor. And the nurse practitioner took one look at me and said that I think you need to be back on some medication. So yes, I am back on an antidepressant. And you know what? I'm not ashamed. I am not ashamed. I was ready to blame my state on everything under the sun. And, when I had cleaned up my yoga room the other night, I felt very safe. And whenever I can see the eyes in the Santissima Muerte statue and the sigh is pointed directly at me, I always know the shit's about to go down. And it's not in a mean way, and I don't think that it is a spirit harming me, but sometimes, people have to accept that, it's not an evil spirit, it's not a spirit, it's not God, it's not the devil, it's you. And you can be your own worst enemy, one, or two, that we are human beings made of clay. I say human beings with an asterisk. That's another video entirely. But so far as I know I'm a human being. And I am made of clay. I am made of star stuff. I'm not perfect. And neither is my mind. And I was seeing that today. It was just like one thing after another was starting to go wrong. Late for the class. Forgetting my lab book at home. Forgetting my care plan. Then finding my care plan book with the care plan inside it when I walked back to my truck. And I was just like, you know what? I give up. What the fuck ever. I'm driving home with my Starbies, and I'm going to come home. And I picked up my medicine from the pharmacy, and I came home and watched an episode or two of In the Heat of the Night. And then I said I'm going to go to the computer and mess around on Facebook a little bit. So, there I'm on my phone messing around on Facebook. Made a comment on something, totally misunderstood, start getting beaten up and bullied and stuff, and I'm done. I'm done with Facebook. Facebook, back a few years ago, when they found out that Facebook was experimenting on people. You know what? Obviously, people have not learned from what people did in the United States to people with medical experiments. And then, of course, what really brought human experimentation to the world was what the Nazis did. We haven't learned from what the Nazis did to people. But just because it's people like, oh, I'm taking a sociology class, or I'm doing this to help you. We're going to socially experiment on you on Facebook, and start manipulating people. So I've refused to allow people to come into my home through my computer by click. I'm not telling the government shut down Facebook. I'm going click. I don't need to be your friend. I don't need to like your page. I don't need to follow your page. You know why? Because it's a shit pile of negativity. And I don't need that right now when I'm trying to heal from abuse, bullying, all kinds of uh, racist, horrible experiences I had when I was young that has now resulted in me self-mutilating myself by cutting my hair off all the time and making myself look like crap. I don't need that. I'm on the upswing healing end of things. And I keep my Facebook page very private. No one can read my Facebook feed without becoming my friend first. Um, I carefully pick my friends. I have maybe less than 260 friends on my Facebook page, and I like it that way. I also like that my YouTube channels, this one and my Nursing in the Raw channel, they're mine, and I'm not getting. I don't have like hundreds of thousands of subscribers and this and that, and I kind of like being small. I do these videos because I'm putting myself out there on the internet where I will achieve some kind of immortality because I'm not having kids. That's another video yet also. And plus I care. I figure one person's going to watch my videos and get something out of it. And the only place that I feel like I can be real and raw anymore and control who contacts me is YouTube. I don't feel safe on Facebook anymore. I don't know what it is about Facebook, and I just don't go on Twitter because Twitter is like a bunch of trolls and people arguing with, oh my god, like the worst. You could find the worst, nastiest, most drag out discussions on politics and race and religion and stuff like that on Twitter. So I stay away from Twitter. And I'm really focusing my attention on my healing and making my YouTube videos. And that's it. Thank you for listening to this rant. And maybe I will make a follow-up hair video because there are probably people going like, oh my god, what did she do to her hair? I'm like, yeah, that struggle is real. Anyway, that's another series. I don't know if I'm ready to make that video because I've seen how hair videos and videos on this and that can get on YouTube. I might have to disable comments because some people might get offended at what I say, but I mean it all in love and it's my story. What can I tell you? Anyway, I'm fixing to go take some exercise and go upstairs and meditate and study my nursing and study my chemistry. I don't know if it's going to happen in that order, but it'll happen. I'm not doing my hair tonight. Anyone with long hair, anyone with big hair, anyone who grew up in the 80s will know what I'm talking about when I say big hair. Anyone with mixed girl hair will know exactly what I'm talking about. No matter how I've styled my hair, I've always ended up spending a lot of time. And the original purpose of me letting my hair go was to have more time for spiritual activity. So I'm still forming my opinion on that. But thank you for putting up with this hodgepodge of a video. Peace out.